Hello and welcome back to Stranded Deep, welcome back to the map editor, and welcome back to this island we are creating. We're on the Steam version of the game, the PC version of the game, and if you're one of the statistically new people who haven't seen us do this map editing video before, well, here are the controls. It's W to go forward, S to go back, A to go left, D to go right, Q to go down, E to go up, and the push and hold right mouse button. That pans the camera around, but wait, there's more. There's always more if we come down to the beach and pull out the aeroplane. Well, R rotates, T transforms, C clones, delete deletes, and if you have something selected and press F, that's focus. Something smaller selected and press F, that focus is closer. But the models are quite powerful because there is one other thing you need to, well, there's a couple of things you need to know. First of all, the camera has no constant velocity. As soon as you get close to an object, whether it's the beach, whether it's a pile of objects, the camera will slow down, and it will keep slowing down depending on how many objects are stacked up in an area. It's going to look like you have lag. You do not have lag. That's just the way the game is. Is there a way of sorting that out? No. Next question. And the last thing, if you hit terrain, you'll have your three brushes, the raise and lower, the set height, and the smooth height. The amount slider is inherited between all three brushes if you have it cranked because you're smoothing the beach, and then you go to raise and lower, hit raise. Right now with the amount slider cranked, you are going to create a spike all the way into a different game. Yeah, so you have that amount slider, always crank it down, save often, there is no undo. The best way to not accidentally click on something is to hit terrain and then objects, which deselects anything. So I'll show you. Look, have that selected, terrain, objects, nothing selected, left mouse button. Well, it will select things, but we're not likely to accidentally do anything. And you might be saying to yourself, oh my dude, I watch these every time you put them out. Where have you been? Oh, I've been to Bristol. I went to visit my sister on the bank holiday weekend, and that was great. I got home and I was like, time to record video. And then I got a ring at the door and 15 missed calls because I had a shower and stuff. And my brother's like, I need to go to hospital now. And I'm like, all right. It's rush hour. We're going to be in the car for a long time. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to create any videos because I wasn't anticipating to be away for that long. Anyway, we have a lovely, lovely island. It has a big old cave that you can sail through. It has the groins, the beach to the right-hand side with all the sand which has been trapped by these, these structures. We have jetties, we have jumping puzzles, we have places where you can just get high and just look at the world. I mean, high up. And last time we created ourselves a little Mediterranean deciduous forest, which is pretty sweet. We adjusted this. So you now no longer need to jump on anything in order to get there, which is fine. I feel this side of the island, though, hasn't really had that much love, and we also have a couple of peninsulas, one here and one over here, which again haven't had that much love. I kind of want to put this map back into the game, because last time we did that, we needed to come in and we needed to make this deeper, because it wasn't deep enough to swim through, so that's been adjusted. We've adjusted a bunch of things. I'm not entirely sure if this is deep enough to swim through, but let's adjust these peninsulas, because we should. Navigation-wise, this might be a little bit too tight through here. It's too tight? Is that what... I'm not saying it. No, not saying it. Not saying it. I'm not going to say that's what she said. Anyway, we have more pride in our work, so I'm just going to do the same thing on the side of the island. We've been using these metal bridges, and they are strung out all over the place. It's pretty good, but this jumping puzzle, this whole island might benefit with us being able to just walk over there. But wait, I know. Is there more? There's gonna be more! We don't know how tall or shallow this is. Yes, that is a bit of a problem. We're gonna need the doors, and we're going to need the raft. Where are you, life raft? Now, the trouble with a raft... is that we pop it on the water. We can't leave this here. Once the map goes live, we can't just leave this here. This will just float off on the current. it'll just bugger off, and then you'll never find it again, and you'll just be like, oh, I'm sure I put a raft here somewhere. Anyway, I think that is just about tall enough to get a raft through, because you need the raft base, which is boy balls or barrels or something that goes here. Then we definitely have the height of the player, and then that definitely clears the height of the sails. This should be fine. Just about. Good. Excellent. Well, I'm glad we can establish this. This might be a bit messy, but we know that you can get up from the beach up here, and that's fine, which means we're going to need something over here in order to go stand on. Why are you doing this here now? An Aurora Borealis. Yes. At this time of year. Yes. Located entirely in your kitchen. Uh-huh. So we'll grab... What are we going to do? We're going to need two. We're going to need two of these. We can either use possibly big rock. Is it big enough? I mean, it could be. And then go from here. I'm not sure big rock's going to look right. That's the only trouble. We need cliff 2. Cliff 2 is a nice chunky cliff. There we go. We've used it all over the island, and it also kind of neatly does something in this peninsula. We'll adjust the sand in a moment. It's not quite right the way it is. But wait, there's more? Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. Let's hit rotate. The trouble is the rotation point is now deep underground. Is that what? I don't know why she would say that. But if you want that to be a thing, that's fine. We'll put this here. There we go. So that should be a bridge that you can sail under. Neat. Do we need one here? No, well, we can stack a load of rocks here, I think. So you can just walk up and across. It would encourage you, it would behoove you, it would encourage you to get up here and then explore these bits. If you have rocks to climb up. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking that's probably the best way to do it. Yes, let's try that. So we'll do this and then drop that down. Or will we? Oh, wait. Wait. We don't need to clear anything, though. So we can delete that. Is there a cliff? 4? Is it cliff 4 with a nice smooth side to it? Or is it cliff 5? I think it might be cliff 5. We can just select stuff and whack it out of the thing. Oh, it's cliff 3. Now, there's an LOD issue. Look. The further away we get, the more knobbly it gets. The closer you are, that's what it's going to look like in the game. Oh, you have to get your camera right up on things and then whip them around. There we go. Nice smooth side. You can jump up on that. Neat. I will just make sure I've got that selected and then hit... Oh, can we clone that? Oh, we might be at the item limit. Ooh, okay, let's just check this. Yeah, max reached. We have hit the item limit for the bridge, so there is an item limit for the bridges. I mean, we have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 11 on the other side, 12, 13. I guess 14 is the item limit. All right, that forces us to be more creative. I will be more creative terrain and objects. All right, cool. Okay, well, we can do some things here which we couldn't do before. Like what? We could put a little archway in. That would be tasty. Tasty little archway. Really? Yep, don't worry about it. We'll put a tasty little archway in. You had a good time away, buddy? I had a good time away. Saw Tinton Abbey, which is a big old ruin of an abbey. Which, I mean, it's a ruin because King Henry VIII was like, I don't like the church anymore. I'm going to set fire to them all. And then use the money for war. He was a bit like, he was a bit of a mad lad, was King Henry VIII. Yeah, bit of a wrong un. I think he had a bit of a problem after, it was a jousting tournament, and he got knocked senseless. And then when he woke up, he was just like, I'm no longer the fun-loving King Henry VIII. I'm more of a butthole. So yeah, King Henry VIII, the butthole. That's how he became what he became. Now we can do this. That's a big old chunky rock. It is. Switch that one around. I'm just looking for rocks that tessellate well. I think we're going to need to move this one. We can move it sideways, and then we can move this one in. So you got a lot of kings over there in the old UK? Yeah, we got loads. I mean, most of them are dead. Some of them are zombies. One's alive. One's on the money. Quite literally. It's got to be weird, right? You go to pay for something, and it's your face on the money. It's just like, oh. Hey, look, I'm on the money. Do I even need to spend this? That's a bit of a weird one. Anyway, yeah, we'll do this. Now we could. This is fine. This works. But let's put a pin in this. Ooh, let's just force push that out of the way. Because I think we might be able to go do something better. We want these smaller rocks, see? Oh, really? Yep. I think we could just put in some smaller rocks here. Okay. Make it a little bit more interesting, you know? A little bit more creative. Oh. Oh. Yeah, now we're thinking with portals. So we've got these. And I know this one's got a little like V shape to it. What we can do is we can just kind of jam this up here. Would that work? Maybe. Maybe. And maybe just rotate that around. One more the smooth side. Okay. This may or may not work. Well, we'll figure that out momentarily. I think it will. I think it'll be fine. Small rock 2. So we've used all of the small rocks now. And let's jam you in there. Yeah, that looks a bit more interesting. It looks like all of that is now pinned together. But wait. Is there more? There's got to be more. Yeah, we got this build rock here. Do we want to use this? Maybe. Okay, fine. We can probably still find a use for you. I will put you. No. I got a better idea. So we've got this bit of sand here. We've got this here, which is fine. You can run down, go onto the beach over there, or you can sort of go through here, which is, I mean, it's all right. This seems quite steep through here. Also, we got a little bit of white water. That's going to be a gap in the mesh, in the water mesh. So we've got to do something here. All right, terrain brush, we need you. I choose you. We're going to have to lower. You're going to make sure the amount is just off the stop, so a couple of pixels up. Size is going to have to come way down, even further down. Soft brush, you got soft round, you got hard round, and then the rest you just don't need. Somebody a long time ago was like, why don't you use the other brush types? And it's like, it's because you don't need them. Like, you genuinely don't need them. They are, I mean, nobody needs a brush that looks like a sneeze. I mean, come on. What's going on? What's going on there? That's not a good look. Oh, it's not a good look, I tell you. Anyway, let's push this down. We can do that because there's the cliff there. So we've still got the edge of the canyon going on there. Let's smooth this off a little bit. That's a bit better. It's a bit better. We can open this up, I think. And then just have this pushed in a bit. Yep. The trouble is, we're going to smooth this off. The real issue is that no matter what we do for smoothing, it's going to, it's not really going to have an effect. I mean, it's going to have an effect, but it's never going to stay smooth. I think that's the problem. That's a little bit more natural. It's a little bit more natural. So we are going to smooth it, crank the amount slider quite high, and then just brush back along here. We might need to scrape out some more of the water. It's not a problem. But what I'm doing is just brushing in and then brushing back. Just changing the terrain. A little bit more natural. Cool. We can retrain paint height. I'll read it from over there. No, left click. The mount slider is way too high for this, so we can just push this down along here, making sure it's actually deep enough and navigable. Cool. And I think I'll just make sure this area here is also deep and navigable under here. Neat. Let's put a little push through there. Cool. But wait, there's more. Not really. Just playing with the beach to make sure it actually looks pretty okay. Alright, got some bubbles. The bubbles have gone. Right. Now, you should be able to sail in here. I think that would be fine. Let's just push this down a little bit more around here. Okay, cool. That's good. But we have kind of messed up land here. Just a little bit. So I'm going to smooth this off. Now what I'm going to do is hit up objects and see if we can do something with this. It makes it look a little bit nicer. We got the shoreline rock. Oh yeah, look at that. Shoreline rock to the rescue. Doesn't matter if the shore is all lumpy bumpy. Doesn't it? No. And we can do the same thing over here. Shoreline rock. But what if I scrape my raft against it? Well, here's the trick. It's actually in line with the beach, so you're not likely to scrape your raft on anything. And, oh, yeah, we're also going to have to throw in some trees, terrain objects. So we've got a lot of grey here. Got a tree up there, and that's fine. We've got grey, we've got grey, we've got grey, we've got grey. That's a lot of grey. It's too much grey, too much grey. Something needs to change. Something needs to be different. We do have a cocoa bush over here, and I think too much cocoa bush in that pillar will be too much. I think over here we can just grab some alocasia and just find a nice crevasse for it to be. But wait, no, that's literally what we're doing. Do a rotate, and then a transform, and then just kind of push it in, so not so the leaves are clipping through the rock. That's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. Couldn't get any more perfect if we just a little adjustment, so when you look at it from the top, it doesn't look too crazy. Let's not have the rock pillar selected. The salmon too. Yeah, let's just pop some plants over this thing. I want the green as well as the grey. Oh. Okay. Now, I'll just slide that down a bit. Cool. Well, we've lost control of it, so whatever. When you stack a bunch of stuff up like this, what can happen is you can lose control of it. It's a little bit strange, you know? Salmon up here. Yeah, why not? Why not? A bit of greenery. Some plants really do help break up these huge, like, rock formations. Let's do this. Transform. Crank that in. Slide it over. Rotate it a little bit. Done. Neat. I mean, just a little bit of greenery. All you need is a little bit of greenery. Just a little bit. Nice. Nice. Cool. Terrain objects. Right, we're also going to add some palm trees here, I think. Now, I haven't added palm trees just yet, because we need to go around the whole island adding palm trees. But every now and again, we just need to do it. So we've got the palm saplings down here, which is not where the palm trees actually are. Oh, but they're here. And yeah, and I like just putting them in where the rocks are. Just in there. Might make it a little bit fun if you do tend to chop them down, because you got a physics object now touching a bunch of static objects. So I should imagine if you chop this one down, it will go into orbit. It will just go flying. Are we doing that deliberately? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Straight up deliberately. There we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Suddenly it looks a little bit more interesting. It looks a little bit more palmy. Ooh, now I'm the sort of person who will live on an island and not chop these down because they look great. Some people will chop them down, but you know, you can only handhold for a while. Also rotate, because the palm tops will always come out in the same direction. So just give it a little spin. Just a little spin, and we'll do the same thing over here as well. Why would we do this? Because we are geniuses. You, me, everyone else, we're all genius. Really? I mean, I won't tell them if you don't. So we're all genius? Yeah, we're all geniuses. Plural of genius is... Wait, geniuses. It's not genii? I don't like using I in the English language. Like, the plural of virus is definitely viruses. You have multiple viruses. But you talk to computer nerds, especially the ones that like Linux. The Linux people, they're always like, always viri. Mate, it's never been viro. Just don't. Okay, cool. So we've got some greenery. Nice. We've got a rock archway. Oh, so it's beginning to look a lot like, look a lot like we know what we're doing. You don't? I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm just adding green to the grey. Have we been kissed by a rose on the grey? I don't know. All right. Yeah, a little bit of alocasia. We have a big alocasia. Big alocasia is probably too much. But yeah, a little bit of greenery there. Could maybe get the cocoa bush in there. Let's see. Maybe. That'd be quite good if we could, but I'm not holding out hope on this one. Bit of a narrow piece of land here as the palm trees just drift by in the foreground. Let's rotate this. I think it's probably going to be easier on the other side, right? But it looks so good there. Ooh, okay, I'll try. I'll make it work. We'll make it work. Let's see. And now we haven't lost it. The cocoa bush does have a giant hitbox, so that should be alright. Yeah, why not? It's fine. I don't like it touching the sea, but I mean we're trying to fit something in that shouldn't really fit. I mean it's a bit of a big one, you know? Alocasia, aloe vera. We got sermon too. I wanted the one with the flower. You do? I want the one with the flower. Okay. I want to put it somewhere that's visible here. Okay, cool. There we go. The flower. Cool. So we got some plants to break up all of those rocks. We got, yeah, a bunch of stuff there. We got a nice view through here. So, I mean, people will absolutely run through there. Not a problem. That's cool. This is a little bit wider. And now, this is certainly deeper because we just made it deeper. And we can absolutely get across here. So this is another little bridge, and we're tapped on bridges now. So don't be like, oh, you need to add another one. I can't. That's it. Done. We're bridged out. But we have a little thing that we need to do. We do? Yes. Just a little thing. Oh, yeah, we do need to do that. Why are we doing this? Well, this is just so that we have all our paths marked by these two. So the little crazy path markers. Oh yeah, because that's what we've been doing across the entire island. Yep, I can just clone you, can't I? Yes, I can. I can just bring you back and up and across. And this is possibly not the worst way of doing this, but that's a bit of a pain in the butt. Okay, let's do this. And then we'll grab you and clone you as well. And you can go... There we go. There we go. Because I think... Oh, that's not the one I wanted. All of these... Yeah. And this path up here, you will go around the outside and you'll get to here. Which means that's the sort of the start of that path. Neat, which is also that. And then goes across there. Neat. Okay, cool. And just because I'm going to pop that in there. So a little bit grey there as well. Neat. Cool. It does need something. This big ass pile of rocks. I think we can slap a tree there. I think we can do it. I think it would look quite good if we did that. So we'll go Ficus tree 2. Just go here. Oh, look at that. It's looking real tidy, that. It's looking real nice. It's now gone and selected something else, so I guess the tree now lives there. But wait, yep, there is more. So you're standing here, now you've got this. You've got the little pegs over there, which means that's a path up there. You've got this tree, and you can just go and jump across, and then jump across, and jump across, and then whoop, get to there. Cool, that feels a bit better. That peninsula was just a little bit too boring the way it was. It's like, nah, can't not have something here. And by having these tiny little rocks, it does look like everything's just kind of like pinched up there. Not super obvious, this one here, but we know it's there. We know it's there. Good, excellent, cool. I think we're just going to police up some of these objects. So what we can do is, yeah, we could probably police that up, which will be nice. What? I was wondering if we could see that through there, through the archway. No, we can't. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just delete that. So we'll delete that, and we've got to delete the doors as well. Let's do that. So you can go, and you can go. So that means we've got rid of the objects we definitely don't want on the island. But we don't leave something, then absolutely forget it. Cool, well that's a peninsula done. That's a nice little pathway. That channel is now a bit more open. So if you are coming across, I mean, you are going to be fighting the old... So from this direction, you're going to be going into the waves, into the current. And from this direction, you're actually going to be fighting the current a bit. But, you know, a large raft can still fit through there. This is a bit more open, which means that, yes, you can still cross it, no problem. But this is a bit more viable, especially for people who, if it's a night and you don't particularly want to go through the water, then this broken bridge is a bit more viable. And also, we've got the bridges over there as well. Yeah, I mean, I think we can pull a bit more in the way of broken bridges out, but we can't pull any of the actual regular bridges. Cool. It does feel like we've been doing a lot. We've got this peninsula here, and then I'd really like to do something on this side of the island. I mean, this just kind of feels forgotten. But I think what we could do is just jump into the game at some point, put the island in, and just see what the island looks like. It's looking pretty interesting, pretty full. Maybe throw some wrecks, but yeah, definitely palm trees, and then physics items. Other things that are definitely missing. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for the time being. If you like these videos, definitely leave a little like. Leave a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you want notifications, dingle the bingle. If you don't want notifications, don't click the bell. And I'll tell you what, I'll catch you next time.